Hello and welcome to Living Right with Chris. My name is Chris Iswakin. I am very excited because today is a very special day for me. As a Nigerian, it's a special day for my country because we celebrate our 25th year of uninterrupted civilian rule, uninterrupted democracy. It's worth celebrating because as a person, I believe strongly that the the worst democracy or democratic rule, it's far more better than a military rule, a military dictatorship. So it's a thing of joy. We are celebrating a quarter of a century of uninterrupted democracy. I listened to our president earlier, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He, in his address to the nation as the president, he spoke quite about a number of things, right? He started by um, picking out those who fought for democracy, the heroes of democracy, some still living, some dead. That struggle, he was part of it. And he also admitted that he is a beneficiary of that struggle. And that is so true. And he also made mention that yes, we might not have seen the things that we want to see, 25 years down the line. But our democracy it's a process. And this process takes time to to stabilize and to get the dividend that that is accruable from a democracy. But the truth is, we have heard uh, young people from a lot of quarters are calling um, for revolution. That we're not getting what we ought to get. There's no light. There's power. There's no power. The roads are bad. Cost of living is high. A lot of people are living. They're barely living. They're barely surviving. And that the time for revolution is now. That they were told that the leaders of tomorrow and they were the youths. And now this is the tomorrow that they talked about, and they're not still there. But the truth is, as a person, I want to say that democracy does not thrive in revolution. There's hardly a place who had undergone revolution, as it were, or like they refer to, who truly have a smooth run and gotten dividend as expected from such democracies. Democracy thrive by evolution. Democracy evolves, right? So, and evolution takes time, and that's true, like the president said. And in evolving, there are sacrifices that one must be willing to make. Uh, some of these things, yes, because we have gotten them wrong ab initio, going back to the roots or to the foundation to start um, the process all over again will mean that a lot of things, um, structures and all that, needs to give way. Structures of the mind, structures of physical structures, systems that have been set in place to enrich a few other things need to be broken down, and these things take time. And if you must break these things down, the masses will suffer. Most of the time, the less privileged, the non-elites in the society are the ones that are worst hit, no doubt. But as we keep evolving, you see that before long, the dividends will start showing, and that is my own mindset. That's what I think. That democracy is about evolution. It's not about revolution. And I think that if there have to be any kind of revolution, it should be a revolution of the mind. Yes, because if you give 30 years from now, you agree with me that 90 to 95% of the current political elites would be out of the political scene. They might have retired out of political scene or um, may have passed on, 30 years from now. So if you give a young person, then what that means is that the young people now have the future 30 years from now to run the democracy that will be handed over to them. But if we continue in this mindset, what it means is that it will be like an endless circle, right? So the system will continue. The kind of politicians that we are breeding would be the same. It will be a replica of what we have now. So if there must be a revolution, there must be a revolution of the mind. I'm calling on every young person that we must begin to change our mindset. We must begin to show uh, our values in terms of leadership, in terms of credibility, in terms of tact, know-how, and then we must be truthful to what the course that we pursue. So young people should understand that a revolution should not be by guns or by arms or taking of arms or fighting the government in one way or the other. It should be a re-engineering of our minds. And that way, um, the society will grow to a point where the crop of people who are putting us where we are will fade away. But if they fade away and what we have gotten from them is um, their style of leadership, that kind of leadership that benefits me, myself, and my immediate family, and that's all. If we take it from them, then the cycle will continue. So we must begin to think on how we can, as young people, um, have a culture, the Nigerian culture, because we have a goal of where we want Nigeria to be. We're clamoring for a good Nigeria. What is a good Nigeria to you? That Nigeria that of your dream that you see. Let's begin to work out strategies rather, to get to um, that Nigeria of our dream. Without without that engineering of our minds, this whole cycle will continue till till we begin to understand that it will not change by any other factor or any other force, but by us as young people. So I think that it's a good start. Uh, Getting, when you plant a seed, that seed must first die, and when it starts to germinate, it must go through the rigors of passing through the strata of the soil to get to the surface so that it can get sunlight. And it's a very painful process. And I believe that that is the kind of process that we're going through now. I believe in Nigeria. I believe that we can be better, but the future will look bleak as it is, except there is a reorientation, and that can only be spearheaded by young people. We have a lot of um, tools on our hands available for us. Technology has come, and it's young people that are driving technology. You know, so I think if we sit back and look at the Nigeria of our dreams, we and then begin to strategize on how we can get there, and then how we can change our mindset on getting there. Because continuing on what we have now will take us no far. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. May God bless um, our president. May God bless you for thinking Nigeria, because we have nowhere we can call our own as our country. I rejoice with Nigeria. I celebrate Nigeria as we mark 25 years of uninterrupted democracy. Thank you for the time, and may God bless you. Please do well to hit the like button and to subscribe to this channel, and keep living right. Stay blessed.